a very funny comedian you know from the Ms. Pat Show. She's currently on her Hot and Flashy tour and will be performing at Town Hall as part of the New York Comedy Festival on November 8th. You can also see the second season of her courtroom series, Ms. Pat Settles It, which airs Wednesdays on BET. Let's take a look.
So this is what he wanted you to look like.
Impossible.
So let me ask you something. What Kelly Rowland did you show up looking like?
I have pictures.
So did he ask you to look like Kelly Rowland or soft glam?
He said soft glam.
Oh, hell no.
That is not soft glam.
Please welcome back to the show our very good friend, Ms. Pat, everybody. Welcome back, my friend. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I just got back from LA off of my third Emmy loss.
You lost this guy. I lost too.
That's why I came to see you. We're two losers.
Yeah, a couple of losers.
But technically, we're winners.
We're winners because we're together. Was there anybody you were excited to see at the Emmys?
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't watch a lot of TV, and a lot of people approach me, and I didn't know who the hell they was.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to fake Hollywood, so I only watch Narcos and Queen of the South. So if you're not a drug dealer, I don't know who you are.
That's good. That's good to know before approaching you.
Yes.
I want to ask about your Hot and Flashy tour.
Yes.
And just real quick, how did you come up with the title Hot and Flashy?
Because I'm hot and flashy, baby. Well, I'm 52, sometimes 53, and I'm going through menopause. And I wanted women to know it's okay to talk about menopause, because just because our internal thermostat has broken, we still are wet.
How are you feeling in general about being at this place in your life?
You know what? I went to the doctor. They told me I was premenopausal. They gave me some pellets in my ass, and
They give you pellets in your ass?
yeah.
Okay.
And it was a drive-by.
It was drive-by pellets?
So, and she told me, she said, it's gonna really boost your sex drive, but it really have given me facial hair. So I keep growing a mustache. Thank you to the women that know what I'm talking about.
Okay, gotcha.
Some days I wake up looking like my husband. And it makes you very horny. I don't know if you can say that word on this show.
No, you can say it.
Well, it makes you very horny.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time since I got like that.
Okay.
So I be calling my husband on FaceTime. I be like, because we sleep in separate bedrooms.
So you're in separate bedrooms?
Yeah,
okay.
I said, you want to come over? He said, not really. But when he do come over, we do what we do. And the rules is you cannot fall asleep in my bed. And he tried to fall asleep in my bed self. And I told him, I said, sir, you got to get up. It's over. Go on back to your room.
Yeah.
You don't pay enough to spend the night, baby. That was a drive-by, too.
That was a drive-by, too. Now, your husband, we've talked about your husband again on the before on the show. He's trying to take better care of himself.
Oh, yeah. So my husband is on Ozempic, right? And this is why we got separate bedrooms. He's on Ozempic, and I can't take him on Ozempic because the only thing he's losing is air.
Okay.
All he do is pass gas. And I don't know why he's on Ozempic, because my husband is on Ozempic, but he ordered DoorDash and watched 600-Pound Life. And I'm like, sir, this don't go together.
Do you think he got the wrong Ozempic?
No. I don't know. All I know is he's losing air. And the reason why we can't sleep together is my husband have sleep apnea, so he have to go to sleep with that mask on, right? And I know people like, how dare you not sleep with your husband with his medical condition? He snore a lot. But I put a baby monitor in his room. Okay. And every time he stop breathing, I go burping.
I know you. You know, this is one of the nice rewards for success. You moved into a new house and
Yeah.
got some new dogs.
Yeah, so I have 3 cane corsos, and then I bought 3 Asa Doodles at Walmart in the parking lot from a meth head.
Okay. So you decided a good way to buy dogs was in a Walmart parking lot from a meth head.
No. So my daughter called me and said, Mama, these white people selling osadoodles. And I don't know what an osadoodle is. I'm thinking it's a candy bar. Ooh, wrong time to eat a dog, ain't it?
Don't eat a dog. No one's eating osadoodles. No one. Don't let this get started.
So my daughter called me on FaceTime like, this lady is selling these dogs, and they were so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, they were so cute. So I said, give me 3. And I spent over $2,000 for these. I don't think I bought osadoodles. One of these dogs looked just like Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
He has no curls to him. And I told my daughter, we done bought a bootleg poodle. And he won't stay off of his hind legs.
So he just walks like a person?
He just walks like a person and pisses like a man.
Well, I wanted to ask, because you have a picture of him, and I think, is he wearing a diaper?
Yes!
So you bought a parking lot dog,
Yes.
and everything that you would think would happen with a parking lot dog has happened.
But he got insurance.
He does?
His name is Louis because he was Louis Vuitton colors, but he sure ain't valuable like that.
Or how are your King Corsos?
Oh, they great. They about 150 pounds apiece.
Those are big dogs.
And you know what? They have their own TV. They have their own house. They have heating and air. They have a washer and dryer. And I keep the Miss Pat show and Miss Pat settles it on to get ratings. So they watch me all day long. So when I walk in the yard, they still bark at me. I'm like, you don't know me by now?
And you got 2 shows going right now.
2 shows.
Miss Pat Settles It. This is your courtroom show.
Yes.
Are you enjoying it?
Man, I am a convicted felon, and I get to make decisions.
Pretty good.
Yes. I call myself the Black Judge Judy.
You're also an Atlanta Falcons fan. Congratulations last night. I mean, I can't believe you pulled it out. You must be happy.
Let me tell you something about being a Falcon fan. Every time the season starts, I get diabetes.
Yeah.
It just raises my sugar. It is the most dangerous team out there, and I just be cheering. I don't know if you know this, but I went to the Super Bowl when the Patriots beat us.
Tough
and
one.
this is a true story. My sister-in-law, at the 3rd quarter, got choked on some chicken, and she died. And the Falcons killed her, and they lost that night. So my life was devastated.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. You can laugh. She's not here anymore. I walk out the stadium, and Channel 5 local news was like, what do you think? I said, the Falcons lost. But you know what? I used to tell people, you can't feel sorry for my sister-in-law because she died in the 3rd quarter, so she think we won.
Yeah. Anybody at the 3rd quarter, that's how she went. She went happy.
She went happy.
It is a tough team. It's one might even say, it's sort of a cursed franchise. Like,
You know why?
why?
Because Arthur Blank, if you're listening tonight...
This is the owner of the team.
This is the owner of the team. He keep dressing like a black pastor. Who told white men they can wear bell bottoms and bright colors? Look at him. This is a T.D. Jake outfit. Look at him. Somebody need to tell him to dress like Joel Osteen.
So you're saying that the team is cursed because the white owner is dressing like a black pastor?
Yes, he looked like he going to preach a sermon and give out turkeys. You know, at the Super Bowl, he came down with a lilac suit on, and I said, we're about to lose. Here he go with this BS looking like a black pastor. And time them bell bottoms get the ringing, we lose.
There you go. That's good. You're giving advice on how to fix things.
Well, I tried to tell Arthur Blank this long time ago. The only thing he did was lower the price of food. At the stadium.
Now, your husband also a fan. Can you have separate bedrooms? Can you watch the games together, though?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah?
Yeah, but my husband, he likes to watch the game in silence. I like to get rowdy. My husband don't even curse.
Really?
No, I be cursing, but he don't be cursing. See, he was raised by a Christian family. I was raised by wolves. So...
You guys really are quite a match.
Hey, well, only time we get along when we laying down.
Miss Pat, I want to admit something, and I don't want you to be angry with me, because my heart rate rises when football season starts, too. But I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so we were week 1.
Oh, you beat us.
Yeah, we did.
If I'd known that, I wouldn't have came here.
I appreciate your honesty. And you know what? I hope we see each other next year at the Emmys and we lose again together. What do you think? Deal?
I'm not going back there. I'm tired of them white people giving out them white people trophies. I'm going to the BET Awards.
All right. If you can give me an invite, I'd be happy to be your +1. You guys, that's Ms. Pat. For tour information, go to Ms.